Again, she thinks she's a master manipulator. She really believes she's a witchy witch. She really believes that. And the one earring, that's what that means. That's what that means. Okay. So,
hey everybody, welcome to Kiki Loves Nigeria. I know it's been a long time since I made a video, but hey, I had one more receipt that I needed to put out for you guys about ES and what she likes to do to men that she's not married to. So I wanted to put that receipt out for you guys, so I wanted to make this video to do that. All right, so join me, all right, for this video where I give you the receipt, where ES tells us what she likes to do for men that she's not married to. All right, here we go. But before we do that, I'm going to give you guys a couple of clips of what the conversation was about before I insert the clip of what she likes to do. All right, so here we go.
Is a game player. Again, she thinks she's a master manipulator. She really believes she's a witchy witch. She really believes that. And the one earring, that's what that means. That's what that means. Okay. So ES is not fooling me. You know, she's not fooling me. Now, all this disrespecting the prince and his family, that is so unbelievable. And to make other Black women think that they can do that. This one woman, remember the woman who came on here and she was disrespecting him? Do y'all know that's against, like, they can really do something to you for that? You're insulting them. You're insulting a chief and his family. Just like in Gambia, you can't insult the president or anybody in his family. You can't say nothing about them. Do you know it's the same? You talking to this man and talking about this man's family like this. She don't realize that, huh? She just think the Ghanaian people are cool. What you talking about? They prince like that. They chief like that. They culture like that. You think they're cool with that. But they're not. But they're not like us. They're not going to make a YouTube video. You know what they're going to do? They're going to go get their little thing like this, put their little stuff in there. Nice. But back in the day, off with your head, baby doll. You don't talk about us like that because you can't have your way. So you think you're going to disrespect the whole family? Who does that? Who does that? You need to be aware of what's going on in this community. So when you get there, you'll know how to deal with these things. Okay. So we have been talking about the passport grannies. All right. Now, one of the passport grannies, one of the people we had talked about was ES, right? But I'd said from the beginning that I never thought ES was a passport granny simply because of, the qualifications of the person, what we said the criteria was, and that they dealt with small boys. Well, we knew from her ex, which was Prince Ayoko, that he was not a small boy. He's a rich man. And we knew that was not the case. And we knew that what really caused that relationship to end was that when they did a divination to see if she could marry Prince Ayoko, they said no. They said no. The elders said no. So after that, and that's what you got to understand about Africa, which is so different from here, is that once they tell you no, you can't do it. Well, you can do it if you want to, but you'll probably have bad luck and nothing will probably work out between you and that person. So it's better to respect your elders and your ancestors and do what they say. Because, excuse me, if the ancestors come back and they do a divination and they say, no, you can't marry this person, it's usually because, I'm going to just be honest, it's because the person has bad character, okay? They picked up on something that you probably don't know about, but they can see it because they have the spirit to see. They're seers, so they can see Okay, so they see what's going on, and they see this person character is bad. And if we let this person, if you marry this person and she becomes a part of our royal family, even if she doesn't birth children, she has access to our children. She has access to our women. She'll bring that bad character and she'll bring that on them. So they don't do that. So to stop all that from happening, they said no. They said, this person, no, you can't marry her. But they were nice enough to let her stay, which I thought was odd, okay? Because if her character is not good enough for her to marry, then why would they let her stay, with the royal family? Why let her stay there? Because she's going to get angry and she's going to bring more of that bad character energy into where you people live at. And as we've seen from the videos, that's exactly what she did. She was bringing other men there. Well, she was bringing her current relationship, her current husband there while she was living in this man's house. That's bad character, okay? You can't even do that here and think you're going to get away with that. So, whatever, video or not, I know what I got to say, okay? So that's what we're talking about today. So I'm looking at this woman talking about how she loved her husband, but the husband don't love her, and how she done been through this, that, and the third in Ghana, and she can't leave, and don't nobody love her. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, oh. So maybe that's what happens when you disrespect the prince and his whole family. Maybe that's what happens. You think? You think you're going to have some time? I'm sitting, I'm looking at her and I'm thinking, I'm talking out loud saying, maybe this is what happens, How do you think you're going to live in Ghana after you talked about this man and his whole family like that? Let me tell y'all what I do. When I break up with somebody, I break up with the country. I kid y'all not. I break up with the country. Okay? I love the country, but hey, deuces, I'm out. Because when me oral sex on this man, I'm looking at the TV, Lord, and I'm like, what kind of woman is this? What kind of woman is this? Even if that's what you do, why did you think we needed to know that? Because you thought that was going to humiliate him? No, girl, that's humiliating you. And you talking about you cooking, you cleaning, you giving him the coochie. Yeah. Not only that, you giving him the oral, you doing it all. And you ain't even his wife? You're not even his wife? And then you get mad? You get mad because they say no? Well, honey, if you doing all of that, and you doing all that and on their ancestral land, you think they gonna say yes to you?
But you know what? Some people didn't get the memo about relationships and the realities. In relationships and in marriages, sometimes we're required to yield. Do you know what that means? Yield towards one another. Yield. Meaning that you can be all strong in your stance about who you are, but even as strong as I am, I yield to my man. Y'all have seen it live and in effect on this channel. That's nothing compared to the reality. I know how to behave for a man, for a king, but you have to be a king indeed. Thou shalt not yield for someone that is not at the status that he's supposed to be. Y'all don't even hear me though. Like, it's almost like, it's like this. If you're a boyfriend or a girlfriend, and if you're offended by this, be mad at me today and get over it and be friends tomorrow. You're a boyfriend and a girlfriend and you're living together, right? And you're cooking, you're cleaning, you're giving massages, you're giving blowjobs and shit, and you're doing all of these magical things that a wife does. Why? 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 So that goes for a marriage.